Hi guys, so today we're gonna talk about the indigenous culture through food. So just now we went to Salmon and Bannock. This is the only restaurant in downtown or in Vancouver that serves a unique variation of food that is only from indigenous people. So we went there and then we ordered their staples or their mains, and then I'm gonna show you one by one. So the first one is this one. Okay, so this one is they call bannock. So at first I was very curious about the taste of bannock, but this one is it looks like a biscuit. In English people have these biscuits. So the texture is the same. It's hard, but it's heavy. It's very heavy, and the taste is very subtle. There's not much of salt. It's not so it's like a complement to if you wanna dip it in gravy or in a sauce. This is the perfect match, or in a mushroom soup. This is the perfect match. Okay, so this one it's an unleavened bread, so they don't put any rising agent like yeast. They cook it through frying or frying in fire. So the menu says that they cook it under fire. So that's the description there. Okay, so this one is one of their staples. So the unleavened bread in indigenous people, they call it bannock. In our country, in Philippines, we also have unleavened bread, but we call it piaya. So piaya is from Bacolod City, but the main difference is this one is a very basic staple bread, and piaya is a dessert. So normally we put fillings like munggo, yam, and then what else? Like chocolate. Yeah, so they have those. Okay. Okay, the next one is this one. It's a bison. And it's small piece because it's almost finished, and also it's so soft because according to Salmon and Bannocks, they actually cook this for 24 hours to achieve this kind of texture. So initially it's like a big slab with a bone marrow in it, but yeah. Okay, so this is a bison, and bison is very important in Metis people. They use the skin to make hats, clothes, gloves, and blankets. And then the meat, they eat the meat. So as you can see, it's very lean. Okay, face is because it's lean. There's not much of, it's a bit dry, but it's nice. It's not like very gummy or beef or lamb. There's no such aftertaste, because beef and lamb sometimes, actually especially lambs, they have this aftertaste, but not this one. This is very lean. It's my first time eating this bison, and overall it tastes good. In our country, in Philippines, we also have the carabao. The carabao is also a family of buffalo, but I never had the chance to taste it because personal preference. But so if they're from same family, then I guess I can eat the carabao buffalo too in my country. So the next one is this one. I hope you can see it. So this is Ojibwe wild rice. So don't be mistaken. This is not a rice. This is from a genus Zizania, and then this is from the coarse grasses family. So this is not related to any grain crops. And then this is only cultivated, or mostly cultivated, in Quebec, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba. Okay, so this is also one of their staples. So it has this brownish kind of color, and then the texture is something like brown rice or black rice, But this one, it's very delicious. So in Philippines, we also have almost the same. We have this black purple kind of rice, but this one is from the grains family. So we have them in Ifugao, in province of Ifugao, where in Ifugao people also are native people in the Philippines. They grow this and then we call it kalinayan. So the main difference is one is rice, one is not rice, and then this one is more nutritious. So they have more antioxidants, very high in protein, and they can lower the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cholesterol. Okay, so next is this one. So this is salmon sac-ay. So this is also one of indigenous people staples. So in fact, the First Nations take this salmon sac-ay as their identity. That's why in Musqueam community, they also have this sac-ay as their symbolism. The main difference in this food or in this fish is it's very lean. It's not as fatty as what we normally eat in a restaurant or in other countries. It's lean, but it says that it's very high concentration in omega 3. So that is very good. And then the taste, it's not fishy, but it's tasty. But a little bit dry because it's lean, but it's good. Okay, in our country we don't really have salmon. We have a wild variation of fish, but not really salmon. So most of our salmon are from exports. But what we do have is tuna from Jensen. So we are the number one exporter of tuna, or not really the number one, but we export tuna as well, because our tuna, they said, are the best. So even Japan is taking tuna from the Philippines. So that's the difference and the similarities. And then the next one. So overall, my experience in salmon and bannock is very unique and very interesting. For one, because I thought I was eating rice, but it's not rice, it's grass. Two is because the lady told me in salmon and bannocks that the way they create their food is very sustainable, in a way that if the vegetable is not available, they're not gonna use it. What they're gonna use is what's available. So just now, the bison actually have squash, beetroots, turnips, and mashed potato. So it's very rare, because mostly when you have like it's like a steak, but normally steak doesn't have beetroots or turnips or what else, squash. And then again, everything that they have is they have herbs that they infuse it with herbs and vegetables. So I had the blueberry cheesecake, and it's infused with sage, and it's very nice. And I don't have it with me right now. It's because it's gone within a minute, because it's very nice. So I think that's all I have. So I hope you enjoyed this small presentation, because I enjoyed eating. Thank you so much. Bye bye.